The cameras flashed. The crowd froze. And just like that, Hollywood had a new obsession. It's the early hours of Thursday morning, January 29, 2026. The internet is mostly quiet, but if you work in PR or talent management in Los Angeles, you are wide awake.
Yeah, you are very awake.
Because a single notification just lit up thousands of phones.
It's never good news on an Instagram story at 3 a.m. That's what I call the burn book hour.
Exactly. And this wasn't a drunk post. It wasn't a hacking scandal. This was a rising it girl, fresh off a massive year and a BAFTA nomination, dropping a bomb that effectively shattered a major A24 production.
Yeah.
No publicist-approved statement, no notes app apology, just raw, unfiltered panic.
She didn't just walk away from the movie, she burned the bridge while standing right in the middle of it.
Welcome to StarScope Report.
Where we dig into the stories shaping the culture.
From the red carpet shakeups to the social media meltdowns that, reveal how the industry actually works.
And today is a special one because we're tracking a story that is, what, less than 48 hours old?
We are watching the machinery break down in real time. We're unpacking the headline that is absolutely dominating the feeds today. A24 Whitewashing she-q-we-it in 48 hours.
And this isn't just about some Twitter drama. The stakes here are massive. You've got a highly anticipated book adaptation, a furious fan base, and a casting mistake that just completely unraveled.
So let's unpack this. We have to start with the golden girl at the center of the storm. Her name is Odessa A'zion.
Oh, she is the moment. Unquestionably the it girl right now.
Right. Her breakout performance in Marty Supreme opposite Timothy Chalamet, that role put her in the prestige category.
For sure. She's up for a BAFTA, other awards left and right. Every agent in town wants to sign her.
She has the heat, and usually when you have that kind of heat, you book the next big, cool kid project.
Enter A24.
Exactly. They're adapting the 2023 cult novel, Deep Cuts by Holly Brickley.
And for anyone who hasn't read it, Deep Cuts is a very specific vibe. It's set in the 2000s, music-obsessed college students, ambition, gritty romance. It's basically catnip for film Twitter.
The team behind it is stacked. Director Sean Durkin, who did The Iron Claw. You've got producers like Josh Safdie.
Top tier.
And the cast was shaping up to be incredible. Kaylee Spaney is playing Percy. Drew Starkey is playing Joe. So naturally, they announce Odessa A'zion is joining.
Sounds like a slam dunk, right? A bunch of hot young actors in a gritty A24 drama. What could go wrong?
On paper, yes. But here's where the record scratch happens. The announcement drops, and it says Odessa A'zion is cast as Zoe Gutierrez. And within minutes, the internet just stops and says, wait a minute.
Because if you've read the book, you know Zoe Gutierrez isn't just a name.
Not at all.
The character is explicitly described as half Mexican and half Jewish, and her heritage isn't just like background flavor, it's central to her identity.
Right, it shapes how she navigates the music scene, how she deals with being tokenized.
So then you have the problem. Odessa A'zion is Jewish. She is European. She is not Mexican.
And an online reaction was immediate. Reddit, especially the FOMOI community, it just lit up.
And we should probably explain FOMOI. It's this subreddit that has become the town square for celebrity accountability. If FOMOI turns on you, you have a problem.
And they turned. They started pulling up receipts on Odessa's aesthetic.
The ambiguity aesthetic.
Exactly. They pointed out she's been sporting a very deep tan recently, wearing dark curly wigs, a style that some users started calling Latina fishing.
Which is the accusation that she's curating an image to look exotic enough to be interesting, but is white enough to be, safe for the studio.
The backlash was so severe that even her own fan account, Odessa A'zion Daily, shut down in protest.
That's wild. When the stands abandon you, you know it's bad. For them to say, no, we refuse to support the erasure of a Mexican character, that's a statement.
And it wasn't just fans. Melissa Barrera from the Scream franchise. She posted about erasure and the need for representation right after the news broke.
A subtweet heard around the world. She didn't name names, but she didn't have to.
Now, you might think a simple casting mistake is where this ends. But wait until you hear about the secret DM sent by the book's author that turned this spark into a forest fire. We'll get to that shocking twist in just a moment.
Oh, this gets so much worse.
Okay, so let's get back to the timeline. Between the announcement on Tuesday and the resignation on Thursday, the pressure is just building.
But the thing that really tipped it over the edge was this rumor involving the author, Holly Brickley.
Right, because reports started circulating that she sent a direct message to a fan who was, concerned about the casting.
And in this alleged DM, she says the character of Zoe would surely be rewritten to accommodate Odessa's whiteness.
Surely be written.
And then she adds that this happens all the time.
That phrase is just devastating. It confirms everyone's worst fears. It's basically saying, yeah, the cultural identity of the character, that's disposable. We'll just delete the Mexican heritage.
It's the definition of whitewashing. And for readers who loved Zoe because of her specific background, it's a huge betrayal.
So you could just picture the chaos inside A24's offices. The headlines are hitting HuffPost, Screen Rant. And this movie is supposed to start filming next month.
Next month, it's an absolute disaster.
If you want to stay ahead of the drama before it hits the tabloids, by the way, hit that subscribe button. We track all this chaos so you don't have to.
Honestly, the speed at which this all moved is just, it's incredible.
Which brings us to the 3 a.m. exit strategy. This morning, Thursday, Odessa A'zion takes to Instagram stories.
And she didn't just quit, she exploded. It was definitely not run past her PR team.
No. I'm going to read the exact quotes because the tone is everything. She wrote, "Guys, I am with all of you, and I am not doing this movie. Frank that. I'm OET."
Frank that. I'm OET.
I mean, you have to appreciate the brevity.
She goes on, "I agree with every single one of you." And then she gives her explanation. She claims she didn't know.
Oh.
She says she originally auditioned for the role of Percy, the lead, the one Kaylee Spaney got.
Ah, that's a crucial detail. She wanted the lead role, which is a white character. Right. But then they offered her Zoe instead. She instantly said, hell yeah, because she wanted to work with the team.
Yeah.
But then she admits she hadn't read the book recently.
Ah.
She wrote, "I'm so pissed, y'all. Now that I know what I know, fuck that."
Okay, so on one hand, it's refreshing honesty. She's admitting she didn't do her homework. On the other, is that professional negligence? Shouldn't you read the source material?
I mean, you'd think so, but her reaction, the anger, it feels genuine. It feels like she realized she'd been set up to fail. She woke up, saw the internet calling her a colonizer, and she panicked.
Well, she's smart to panic. She basically had two choices here, right? She could have pulled a Scarlett Johansson.
With Rub and Tug, yeah.
Exactly. Defended the casting, doubled down, and let the backlash drag on for weeks.
Or she could do the Ed scream.
The Ed scream. He was cast in Hellboy as a character who was Asian in the comics. As soon as he found out, he quit. Said he wouldn't be part of whitewashing.
And he was praised for it. Odessa chose that route. It's a strategic retreat.
It has to be. She's in the middle of an awards campaign for Marty Supreme. She cannot have a racism scandal hanging over her head while trying to win a BAFTA. She cut the limb to save the body.
So, Odessa is out. But the movie is supposed to start filming next month. Who is going to play Zoe? And why does this leave A24 in a massive bind? We'll unpack that aftermath next.
Because they are in a financial nightmare right now.
So here's the current situation. Production is scheduled for February. They have a director, a crew, their leads, but they have a Zoe-sized hole in the cast.
And they are burning cash every single day. They don't have a replacement. You've got crew holding fees, equipment rentals, location permits. It all costs money.
So they have to cast someone fast.
Yeah.
But they can't just cast anyone, can they?
No. They are backed into a corner. They absolutely must cast a Latina actress. Ideally, a Mexican-Jewish actress if they can find the right fit, but definitely someone who honors the character's heritage.
But that brings up the whole packaging problem you mentioned earlier. They need a star with a certain bankable value to keep the financing.
And that's the tragic part of the industry, isn't it? The system doesn't build up those stars, so when they need one, they claim they can't find anyone.
So they're stuck between potential bankruptcy and certain cancellations. And the film's reputation is already damaged.
It also touches on something else I've been seeing in the forums. People are talking about, like, Safdie fatigue.
That's interesting. Explain that.
Well, Josh Safdie is a producer, and for a long time, the Safdie brand Uncut Gems, Good Time, it was untouchable, gritty, edgy, cool.
Right.
But there's a growing feeling that people are tired of that edgy aesthetic. If it leads to insensitive choices like this, it starts to feel cynical.
It's like they thought they could get away with it because they're A24, the cool kids of Hollywood.
And they just got a massive reality check. Your cultural cachet isn't a shield.
We are definitely going to be tracking who actually lands the role of Zoe. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that update.
I am so curious to see who takes this role. It's a great part, but it comes with so much baggage now.
So to recap, a rising star cast in the wrong role to secure funding, a fan base that revolted, a rumored rewrite that made it worse, and a chaotic 3 a.m. resignation via Instagram.
All in under 48 hours. It's the speed of the modern news cycle meeting the slow-moving dinosaur of film financing.
I think the takeaway here is that ignorance just isn't a defense anymore. You can't say, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Actors and their teams, they have to vet these roles.
Absolutely. Or the internet will do it for them, brutally.
But I want to leave you with one final thought here. Odessa said she didn't know the character was Mexican because she hadn't read the book. And you know what? I believe her. She's young, she's busy, I get it. But the director, Sean Durkin, the producers, Josh Safdie, the casting agents, they did know. They read the book. They knew exactly who Zoe Gutierrez was.
So it wasn't an accident.
It was a calculation. So why did they offer it to her? Is Hollywood betting on us not noticing? Or did they genuinely think that star power erases heritage?
That is something to chew on.
You've been listening to StarScope Report, where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.